Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. Boy, what a juxtaposition this episode opens up with.
Oh.
What do you mean?
It literally opens up in the middle of a war, quote unquote, right?
It's middle of a war.
Civil unrest.
I mean, not like a war, but like pretty much like a state of emergency in Japan when...
I mean, that's kind of what they're... Well...
Right? Like,
yeah,
because the last one did not set this up in any way. Like,
no, shit has...
like, hey... Right?
Shit has escalated.
It literally feels like we skipped an episode in between last week's episode and this week's episode, right?
I mean, there was a declaration of rebellion, and then in the next one, immediate chaos in the streets.
Yeah, right? Like, you would think like you would see like a build-up leading up to this, but nope. Next episode's in. Hey, the riots are happening, you know?
Listen,
welcome to
I didn't know what to expect when January 6th happened.
Oh, boy.
It just happened.
That's what the defense says, you know, right?
Like, at first, I look, hey, as someone who almost worked downtown DC that day and was luckily spared by just a postponing of a workday, I can say this. Wow. Hey, sometimes you go, I'm really glad that happened. I'm really glad that I just, like, didn't go out that day. Also, I just want to say, because I don't think we've really addressed it, so we're on episode 39.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sakura hasn't been gone at all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we all took note of a certain thing with COVID.
Yeah.
And Sakura's been here the entire time, around a lot of people, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
In pretty close proximity.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
I mean, she was actually when she, well...
Yeah, but we never... I don't think we've had a single episode, especially considering, like, the Hana Aguilera fucking, like, arc. I don't think we've had a single episode without her for the entire time since we learned about her.
She tests positive and then recover 1 week later, you know, right?
I guess. If she made it within filming time, but...
Mm-hmm. Right, so I guess they're like, oh yeah, she did it, you know. So I was like, oh, okay.
Maybe they actually did a good job and actually like had enough stuff in like prepped ahead to like brace for it.
Mm-hmm. Look. So you know how Toei works, right? Have your actors be safe, not your assistant producers, you know, right?
Yeah. But also I know how Toei works, and she's also a woman.
Oh, that's true.
So they're not too good on... They don't have the greatest track record on keeping them safe.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah.
But she's a main cast, so maybe she gets special treatments, you know, right? Right.
Oh boy, I don't want to think about what special treatment means with Toei.
Oh boy. Hey,
anyway, everybody cheer in the underground warehouse where we fucking, like...
Yeah, hey, like, head to the danger shelter. Head to the danger shelter.
Come to the propaganda arena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but random establishment of a fucking new organization. Right, I guess they just don't want to call it...
No, it's not a new organization.
Or at least
what?
Or the expansion of it, because we never really seen it have, like... That
somehow Weekend has... Right? No, Weekend has, like, fucking... like... at least 17 underground shelters for no, like, somehow that they've gotten away with.
Where did Rat came from? Like, I feel like this has not been named.
Rat was like two episodes ago. I know I've been gone for a bit. Listen, I've been trying to keep the demon from taking over my brain, but Rat was literally brought up out of nowhere, like, last episode or the episode before, because he's like, listen, I've made a utopia and I've called it Ararat.
Oh, is that fucking... what it is? Boy, it must have been such a throwaway line to the point where I don't even remember.
It was lit. No, I mean, he really did just, like, throw it, like, he did bring it up as a throwaway thing, but, like, when the demon shit was brought up initially, like, everybody getting their demons stamped out, literally stamped out, fucking... Akaishi was like, hey, I've made a new, like, safe place, like a paradise for people who get... If you go and get your demon stamped out, you can come hang out at Ararat. What the fuck does Ararat mean? I don't know.
Right.
who the fuck?
Yeah, I was just so confused when all of a sudden the mentor. I was like, that's why I was so confused by the way this episode ordered. How we're all of a sudden in a fucking war zone. Like, did we miss something?
No,
it's expansive media that they released and we just didn't fucking bother to watch.
Yeah, I don't.
It feels like it literally feels like we missed something in between this, right?
It's a lot of them telling us stuff, but then we just don't kind of see the connect. We don't see it, until like the next episode after, so the information kind of gets lost. I think.
Yeah, it's just so fucking weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird.
Wow, hold on. Okay, boy. So I googled Ararat because I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. This is some fucking obscure ass shit.
Wait, really?
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
It's not some fake
so you wanna? I'm sorry. Well, you wanna interrupt me again?
I mean, I can. If
I've had a good episode to recharge myself and take a second. I'll kill you.
I'm waiting for it.
Anyway, so Mount Ararat is a snow-capped and dormant compound volcano in the extreme east of Turkey. That's just geological description.
Right.
Okay.
In Europe, the mountain has been called by the name Ararat since the Middle Ages, as it began to be identified with mountains of Ararat, described in the Bible as the resting place of Noah's Ark, despite contention that Genesis 8:4 does not refer specifically to a Mount Ararat. So, this is like some weird, obscure, disputed like Noah's Ark shit.
Wow.
Like only the pure get to go into this like place, but that's so fucking like out there.
Yeah, that's a really obscure thing. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at that.
Hey, look, bro, it's the symbolism, all right?
No, like
look,
I can appreciate it, but just the fact that like I figured like a more obvious thing would have been called the Ark, because especially we had like
we've already done that. We already did Ark. We did that. We did that 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
Really?
We
can't do Ark. We can't do Ark.
Wait, there's at least like a 15. There's like at least like a. Well, fuck. When was Kamen Rider Blade? Was Kamen Rider Blade 2004? Was it?
Was Blade? It goes Blade then Kabuto or Blade?
No, it goes five. It goes. Let's see. So Kuga, Agito, Ryuki, Blade, then Fives, because Fives was the 5th season, right? And they were really they're really on that.
When was Blade? Blade was before Hibiki and Kabuto. Okay, it goes Blade, then Hibiki, then Kabuto. So it was 2004.
All right, wait. There's at least a 17 years waiting period before you can reuse a Kamen Rider name. All right,
17-year waiting period. All right, that's nice to know now. But okay, no, because like I figured they would have used Ark, considering like the fact that we had like
we used Ark. Yeah,
we've had like Noah. They straight up we had an organization in Noah in Vale before. So
Jesus Christ, God damn it, William! I didn't even think about that. As I was saying it, fuck. I mean, I knew. Oh, god damn it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it tracks, but, like, I'm kind of like, oh, okay, if you're not going to use Ark, whatever. But your explanation makes sense.
Well, I guess they went with Ararat because... Yeah, you know... I mean, literally, here's what I'd say. In the 3 seasons that we've had of Reiwa-era Kamen Riders, they've already used Ark. They've already used, like, the like, metaphor of, like, the Ark.
Oh, yeah. Also, his name is ARK. By the way, this is Kamen Rider Arc, not Kamen Rider Arc ARC, which was a Kamen Rider from, unironically, 15 years ago.
Oh my god! Okay, so we're getting a lot of usage out of Arc, aren't we?
Fuck.
Look, Arc.
Was Arc was the Hibiki season, right?
Was it?
Yeah, it was no Kiva. It was from Kiva.
Yeah. It was the fucking. It was like. It wasn't a movie.
It was the movie writer.
Oh, it was a movie writer. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
When the fuck was Kiva? Kiva was 2000.
I mean, I'm just gonna go into. Let's see. Arc Kiva. Yeah.
Let's see. So was that
Kamen Rider Arc?
That's a 12-year waiting period, you know, right? Look, man, you can't reuse Kamen Riders until at least a minimum of 12 years, all right?
A minimum of 12, a maximum of 17.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So anyway, hey, hell's breaking out, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, hell's breaking out in episode 39 of this episode of this season.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Yeah,
bad.
so not looking too good, right?
Yeah.
Also, not looking good for the person who decides to, hey, I'm gonna point the gun at a person while turning my back at the demon that's approaching the person that's trying to attack the demon, you know, right? Not a good
I'm pointing.
right there.
Look, hey, stop trying to fight him. So I'm going to point my gun at you, so that you stop trying to fight him because you're going to die. Not point my gun at him so they stop trying to fight him.
That's,
Well, I have my back against the demon that's trying to kill you. That kills without malice, right?
Yeah.
Boy. Okay, so I didn't realize it until I had to read it up. Because I thought the mom character gets, like, injured or... Oh, no, she dies.
Oh, wasn't
No,
that
she
not clear?
fully
Yeah,
dies. What do you mean you thought she was
clear?
alive? That was very clear.
That wasn't clear to me.
It was
I
like
kind of
literally
just skimmed over it.
It was like she was injured, she was getting, like, pulled around, and then just, like,
Hey,
fucking strike, and then she falls to the ground, limb, like,
Look, that
like
doesn't mean anything
puppet
in
without
Kamen
strings,
Rider,
dude.
you know,
Like,
right?
it was-
I mean,
Look,
sometimes
if
it
you put
doesn't,
a
but
Band-Aid
this...
over that person, they'll be better by next episode, you
Yeah,
know?
but-
Yeah, but they left her there.
Oh yeah, that's what I think. I was like, okay, guess they're gonna come back for her or some shit.
that-
No.
That and she's
Unless...
she's clearly the side character that gets killed off to show how serious things are at this point, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Right.
That was her purpose now, and this is like, ooh.
Yeah, no, it's just real funny how they just have her, right? Because I was really confused by what to see and why she was pointing the gun at the random guy until the it's not Giftarian.
It's the Hell Giftarian, right?
Yeah, Hell Giftarian,
Super
Super Gift.
just literally walks into frame behind her. It's like the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Right? It just plays like a little comedy bit for some reason for me.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah, anyway,
just walks into
William, you wanted the
frame.
arc.
Yeah.
Wait, that's him?
Yeah.
That's the arc?
It's
He's the arc.
That's Goku.
He's oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All
Oh
right.
boy, hey, don't
Why-
bring up
why
Goku
is
to
he-
William.
why-
Because William has to talk about Goku later this week.
I do. Fuck, you're right. Oh my god.
Are you watching Superheroes?
What? Super.
No,
never mind.
no. Where's that
Sorry,
one? That Goku.
Sorry, I don't.
I thought we were talking about red blood cells and stuff. Anyway.
No, it's Dawn Brothers.
Look, the only
Oh
thing
god,
William
no,
is
I don't want to know.
Based
Stop it. Don't talk about Dawn Brothers. Dawn Brothers doesn't exist if I don't see it. Dawn Brothers doesn't exist if I don't see it. Dawn Brothers doesn't exist if I don't see it. Dawn Brothers doesn't exist if I don't see it. Dawn Brothers doesn't exist if I don't see it. Dawn Brothers doesn't exist if I don't.
Because we're too busy talking about our weekly unnamed tokusatsu.
Wow, he got it. Wow. In my mental breakdown, he remembered to fucking like say it.
Mariah Austin, a person who talks about stuff in the biblical origin, and to everybody, my friend, William, that's you, a person who doesn't believe in the Bible.
Okay, hold on.
He only believes in Pope Rat.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I would believe in Pope Rat over anything the Catholic Church says at this point.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Or these
what
priests.
about the Mormons? What do you believe the
Okay,
Mormons?
fuck the
said,
Mormons. Okay, you shut the fuck up with that. Okay, that's history. I don't want to bring brought.
What
back
about
up again.
what about the Morbians?
The Morbians? All I know is that it's Morbin time, and it's time to morb all over everyone.
Okay,
Did you guys talk about Morbius?
No,
about
not
the
yet.
Morbin time?
No.
Because I gotta say, it's Morbin time, and
Yeah.
William, do you know the origin of Morbin time?
I just know it's because nobody watches the shit out of that fucking movie, so they get to make up whatever the fuck they want with it, and that's how it happened.
Well, it might hit a little closer to home to me and Austin than you might think.
Why?
I'm just saying, it might.
Okay,
Yeah,
I guess we'll figure that out later.
Hey, but
we're only known for so many things, and one of those things made Morbin time.
Hey, so this is Kamen Rider Revice, episode 39. Hope and Despair.
Lord.
The conflict between three siblings, alright?
Yeah, shit gets shit has been messy with Daiji for a while, but Jesus Christ.
We've been talking about that, right?
Daiji, what the fuck, man? Like,
Him losing
so-
his demon is really fucking him up real hard.
it's an interesting, like, there's an interesting conversation to be had of, like, the metaphor of, like, losing your demon, of, like, being unbalanced.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Hiromi comes back and is just like, yeah, hey, I got a little bit obsessive. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Losing your demon does that to you. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's, like, going out and doing, like, getting their demons purged. Maybe that's not the best thing. That said, Iki is going fucking full-blown, like, Alzheimer's, like, dementia, like, on this shit. And it's like, I don't know what the, like, I understand that, like, the idea is like, oh, maybe you can, like, live at peace with, like, your inner demons, but also, it doesn't really seem like they're even succeeding at that, because Iki's losing his goddamn mind.
Well, I mean, it's also because, like, they have this weird, like, thing where, like, it's weird, because Vice's, that's, like, part of the contract that they made, right? That's the price.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if, like, maybe it has something to do with his background, too, but I don't know. It's weird.
But it also doesn't make sense, like, there's no... Vice is the only one that we've really talked about, like, what a contract means, like, in, like, actual written or verbal terms.
It's the only one that we actually, like, an actual contract happen that like, isn't through, like, some third-party device, right?
Yeah, like technically with the Giftarians, right? Or not the Giftarians, the Phase 1s and Phase 2s and everything, right? It was, they make a contract, but it's like, they make a contract for power and they give up their body, right? Or they can, like they can get the power of a demon. But Vice and Iki is the only one with, like, fucking, like, clauses in paragraph 3 and, like, bullet point 7 and, like, fucking, like, well, at this point this happens and at this point that happens. And Vice did it to Iki when he was, like, what was he, 6?
Like,
3?
He was young.
Yeah.
4? Like, he was real young. So it's like... And presumably... I mean, it's not even clear whether or not Vice ages with Iki, like, if he's as old as him, because it seems like he's older.
It doesn't seem like it's like he seems like in a permanent state of whatever his age is.
Age was, right. But it's like... But he also was supposedly generated because they have Gifu cells, cells in them.
He's technically a descendant of Gif because of the fucking, like, operation.
But also everybody has a demon.
I think it might be more because, like, everyone may have a demon, but theirs are more physically manifest because of their direct line to Gif in general, right?
I guess it's just like
because
it's a strange like the rules of Iki's contract with Vice and the concept of memory loss is still really fucking weird and like really not like.
Hey, look, we have enough time to at some point explain to this, you know. Hey, look,
I'll say this:
they haven't released the episode count. They released the end count. The show's not gonna end till August, so.
Okay, but all I can say is, I wasn't feeling concerned about this show until I realized that we're on episode 39, and we have, presumably, at best, at least 11 episodes left.
Right.
I don't know how they're going to try and, like, tie this up together in a bow.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of shows trying to tie up all loose ends within 2 to 3 episodes.
It's always worked out perfectly. It's always worked out flawlessly, and there's never been a mistake, and no one's ever been unhappy, and questions have never gone unanswered.
Yeah, look. In the end, the person that's gonna kill Gifu isn't any of the main characters we've been following who's trying to kill Gifu. It's probably gonna be Tamaki, right? Out of everyone, he's gonna show up with a knife. He's gonna show up with a gun and shoot Gifu.
Thanks for bringing that back up to me, huh? Yeah, that's.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just giving out my fan theories, you know.
So, like,
that's just a theory, a fan theory.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway,
I'm not based on any correlation to other real life situations that happens in television shows.
Boy, I have no idea what... Well, you just contradicted yourself saying real-life situation in television shows. But anyway, let me just say this. I will say, if all of this brooding and, like, angst coming from Daiji leads to him and Vale, like, bonding and becoming, like, their own,
that's
like...
what I think they're trying to set up, right?
I mean, if he becomes, like, this new, like more, like, corrupted Kamen Rider, I'll absolutely fucking be here for it. Because I think the idea of Vale, possessing fucking Junpei/Genta's son to, like, give him the angst that he was missing, and, like, him, because he's now, like, a person without a demon, like, taking in probably the most problematic demon so far, would be fucking wild. Just like...
I guess you could say that Vale just wants a little carnage, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Look, and you could say that Daiji's just living with a lot of venom inside of him.
Or no venom, or in general, you know, right? Because he doesn't have it anymore, you know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right?
I think we got sidetracked.
Yes, anyway, hey, back to Akaishi's office of stolen African artifacts.
Yeah, stolen African artifacts and gaslighting the public.
Yeah. Boy, I didn't realize he has a really spacious office. I didn't realize how spacious this office is. There's just random shit on shelves for no reason,
hey, man,
right?
he's got to use that.
I really wanted to mention this, like, when last episode or whatever, when Hiromi came back, and he was like, "Yeah, I noticed, like." So, first of all, I never had fucking memory loss, but also I noticed Akaishi offloading everything to a separate underground office. That just seems like a general thing that people should have noticed. Maybe he's trying to get out of the fucking building, and that might be a red flag. Like, he's clearly fully furnished this, like, underground facility that he's made for himself in Phoenix. And it's like, so nobody else, the man that, like, left Phoenix and got, like, beaten out, like, noticed it before you guys?
Look, it's like what the people at Equifax said. Like, there's no data breach.
Yeah, we'll tell you guys in September if there was a data leak.
Yeah, right? Don't mind us selling our stock all of a sudden, you know. We just don't... Yeah. These are just extra
Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Yeah, like, we just have extra stocks that we don't need. That's why we're selling them all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah, that's not suspicious in any way, shape, or form at all.
Yeah, ignore that. But yeah, anyway, hey, boy, hey, look, Daiji's not looking too good now. He's like, uh-oh.
Yeah, Daiji is so... I understand that, like, he's on this, like, losing streak, and he's trying to, like, say, listen, we just need to be, you know, submissive and breedable, right? Okay, we're just spreading our legs, spreading our cheeks, and we're just letting it happen, right?
We went in this
that's what he's trying to say. But, like... Why? Why are you still so committed to this bit? Like,
it's strange. I think it's just like Akaishi just really warping his sense of justice into just passivity or fucking like.
I mean, yeah, into submissive and breedableness.
Yeah, you know.
Right. Look.
That's why.
Look. That's the thing. I've never seen an older character, right, manipulate a younger character to like this side, right, to like this dark side, right. I was like, oh, you know, right, right. Hey, look, hey, maybe Aokiji was telling him stuff that Iki wasn't telling him, you know, right?
Yeah, he knows the truth. Daddy's gonna tell me everything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
meanwhile, speaking of Daddy, not real dad of Hikaru decides to go, yeah, let your mom die.
Yeah, she's your anyway.
Let your not mom die.
You never had a relationship with this. This was all a surrogate relationship to begin with, you know?
This was never real to begin with.
Yeah, you were never supposed to develop emotional attachment to these people. Yeah. Right? Like I could kill myself right now, and it would mean absolutely nothing.
We're just family with benefits.
Family with benefits. Right? That's technically not wrong, I suppose, because, you know, for the benefit of the mission. But it's
also, I don't like how much Hikaru gets his ass kicked.
Because it's really bad.
If he's supposed to be, like, this fully, like, this, like, best form of like the Demon's Driver and like the best. I mean, but that's who knows, right? If could Hiromi or
George
or George have like beaten a Hellgiftarian? Maybe not. Not with like the regular like vice stamps that are for demons, but like. He kind of showed up initially as, like, this dramatic thing used to, like, save them from, like, when Geef showed up the first time.
Yeah.
Or Val.
But so far, he's basically been relegated to being about as powerful as Hana.
But, I mean...
And Hana was better at fighting Vale than fucking, like, Hikaru seems to be able to fight, like, a Hellgiftarian. And that seems, like Vale, wildly staggered.
Doesn't Vale like pale in comparison to a Hellgiftarian as well though? Right? Like that was kind of the power level. Because the Hellgiftarian could take hits and they would immediately regenerate and just like blow it off. That was the deal. And that's what like Hikaru just like goes up against a Hellgiftarian, then he probably wouldn't be able to deal with that. It was only shown that it was only gonna be like Iki and Vice that would be able to have the power level to even deal with that kind of like fucking strength.
Yeah, I guess. It's just like I don't know. I feel like to give Hikaru his own his own
belt?
Not classification. To give him he doesn't have his own belt. He has the Demon's Driver.
Yeah.
But his Kamen Rider form is called Overdemons. It's not Demon's fourth fucking holder of this fucking goddamn belt. Like,
I mean, that's one of the main critiques about Hikaru as a character and as a writer. Like, he just comes out of nowhere with it, right? Unlike other characters who have clearly been established in the show, right?
That want power, like Tamaki and stuff.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right, it's like that was the thing, right? It's like when people were speculating on like who Overdemon was, right? Because as you know from magazines, right? From the magazine scans for Overdemons when they revealed, he didn't show who was using the Overdemon spell, right?
A lot of people thought it was Hiromi, and that was really funny.
He was saying that it was going to either be George, Tamaki, or Hiromi again, right? Like literally, no one at any point was guessing Hikaru. Yeah, right? Because Hikaru's just been like this fucking waste of a character that exists.
I mean,
like, in the show,
especially compared to like the fact that the other three characters who have like a much more solid like reason to be a writer, like he's kind of like just his reason is like I want to be able to protect people up front because he was always protecting like the family, Iki's family, right? But it's
that he was assigned to,
yeah,
right? That he never like. But he was more protecting them because he was told to, not because he wanted to. All right.
Yeah. Just like.
I mean, I would say that Hikaru, like, he's trying, but it's like, it feels like the real, like, lesson to be taken from Hikaru is like, yeah, maybe there's a reason you were in the sidelines.
Up until now.
You're not good enough to be a writer, I'm sorry. You're just really not, like, making it work. I'm sorry.
Right.
Also, I was only until this episode that I realized that all of their red scarves have big W's on them.
Oh, does it?
No, I noticed that this fucking episode too, that they had those big W's, because they had a lot of close-ups, like, especially on, like...
I've always thought that it was just, like, red and black, whatever, and then part of the black is a bunch of black W's all over the fucking scarves.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even realize that.
It's like, you don't notice it, because it's always, like, the camera's a bit away.
Yeah, it's always such a
it's always out of focus, like, you can't really notice it, but when Hikaru is crying over his dead not mom, you really get a chance to, like, look at it and take a second and go, oh, that's just a bunch of stupid W's.
Oh, boy, hey, look, funny thing, fuck, I keep forgetting Papa Kurizaki's name, fuck,
Masumi?
I keep, for some reason, I want to say Mishima, right? I keep wanting to say that Papa Kurizaki's name is Mishima. For some reason, I realized that's how I was like, that is definitely not his name in any fucking way. Right?
Yeah, you know, the famous author of the Dorito series, Mishima Karizaki.
Right? But anyway, Mishima was like, fucking Papa Kurosawa really thought this through when he founded Weekends. Oh yeah, he's like he really thought of it on design brand too. Yeah, so yeah, these are the females' uniform. They wear skirts for no reason in our underground fighting resistance, right?
Yeah, we'll get. Hey, Hana, don't worry. We'll get you some go-go boots just in your size. Just let me look at them feet for a second.
Right.
Oh, I didn't need that. I didn't need that at all.
Right, and he was like, yeah. And then everyone's gonna get like these really cute scarves that has little W's. Look at that. I ordered these from a custom company myself.
Don't worry, they promised they wouldn't tell the police.
Oh my
god. That I'm making a paramilitary group underground. They're proud of their work, for my boys.
Right? Right, because he's like such a, like, that ain't really, like, he has to go through, like, some stupid company to fucking get these.
Yeah, to get them custom made. Like, black clothes, all black clothes, that's one thing.
I mean, getting black outfits, you could probably get away with going outside,
but custom scarves is
custom scarves.
That's why you outsourced them. That's probably what happened. Like, outside,
or he's got a graphic designer on the team. There's what we don't know.
It was the mother,
is that,
and he had no use for it anymore.
Jesus. I was gonna say the fake dad, but damn, they'll never make a sign again.
They don't need to. This is the end times.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. I'm finally seeing a good close-up shot on this fucking scar. Wow. It's really noticeable now. Like, well, yeah. That's definitely back traceable.
Yeah.
Like, definitely if you give this like an actual like government like detective agency, don't figure they can trace where the fuck order these things. Like, holy shit.
It's really great. Yeah. Speaking of the government, hey, everybody's favorite reformed government bureaucrat, Hiromi, is here doing his best to help the people. And George decides to go, hey, Hiromi, hey, buddy,
so you know how I let you use that device that
was killing you?
Right? Yeah, I knew about it.
Yeah, look,
check this out.
Hey, I made 2 more that, also, this is the mass-produced driver for the Demon's Driver. Opens up the case, and there's literally just 2. It's just 2.
Yeah.
Which, like, I feel like it should be, like, him opening up a trunk of, like, 16 of them, like, if it's mass-produced.
I think George also forgot the after. These will be mass-produced after testing, you know, right? So
yeah, these are the prototypes. Hey, do you want to be an early adopter on this hot new trend? Hey, I've got do I have a rare opportunity for you? Would you like to be your own boss? Would you like to sell Demon's Drivers to people and tell them you're a Demon's Driver user? You know how well that works. Go out. Tell your friends, get them to be Demon's Drivers workers, and then once they get Demon's Drivers, they can give they find 2 friends of theirs to give Demon's Drivers to, and their friends give 2 Demon Drivers to their friends. It's perfect. It all works out.
Right? This is how we defeat Akaiishi, right? He's expecting 1 army, but we're gonna have a multi-tier layer army.
We're gonna hey, just like the logo for Ararat, we're gonna hit him with a triangle shaped a phalanx. Some people call it phalanx formation. I like to call it triangle formation. I like to even call it pyramid formation because it covers all 4 dimensions.
Oh my god, dude.
Akaiishi will never see this coming, you know, right?
Yeah, he'll
never get back to us because he has to go through everyone else, right, before he can get to us.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh god.
Because we'll be at the top, right?
Yeah. We're up here. We're up here, right? We're here. They're down there, right? They're working out the fiefdom down there.
Yeah.
And we're up here. We're the lords, the kings.
Yeah, also, I just love George's entire reaction. He's like, oh yeah, look, like, he says he's sorry, but he's like, I'm accepting your apology for myself. You know?
Like, but he's also like, I mean, George is like, look, I am sorry that you got hurt. I am not sorry that I did this because I am a scientist and I needed to do this somehow. Someone was going to be the lab rat, one way or the other. And I will accept whatever, like, frustration you have. And Hiromi, being the bigger man, just goes, I beat you, but I don't have time for that. We're all trying to, like, make it through this shit. And, again, in George's, like, true, like, god status level as a character, he's just like, I accept that, I humbly bow to you, and just respect you as a fucking person. And, like, I'm glad that they gave this moment to have, like, George and Hiromi, like, confront each other about this. Because it really gives a moment for both characters to, like, show their growth throughout the series of, like, George is not just, like, in it for his, like, kooky experiments, and Hiromi isn't just, like, seeing things in such a black and white that he has to, like, anyone who's done wrong must go down. Like, they're both... Like, if you think about it really, right? So George is a fucking Kamen Rider otaku. Still, again, there's 11 episodes left. We really aren't addressing the multiverse concepts of this. It's really problematic.
Especially the opening, they still George
breezing by that, right? George is a Kamen Rider, like, otaku. Hiromi is just, like, a justice, like, hero sort of otaku, not in the sense of, like, anything specific, but just, like, the concepts of justice and everything. They are two different, like, forms of fandom of kind of the same thing. Of, like, George is like, oh, this is so cool, look at these new forms and all this stuff. He likes the aesthetics of it, sort of.
Yeah, the showmanship, right?
Yeah. But Hiromi is all there about, like, it's about virtue and doing justice and, like, being a good person and blah, blah, blah. Like, they're two different kinds of, like... They're two different kinds of otaku about certain things, and it's, like, it's almost two combating fandoms, like, dealing with each other in this sense. And, like, the fact that they're just like, I respect your opinion, I disagree with your opinion, we're all going to die soon, we'll deal with this later. Like, it's a really... I really like... Hiromi and George as characters have turned out to be really important characters for the show, because I think if we just got the Igarashi siblings, it would be, like, way more dramatic, just in the sense of, like, you know, family drama and, oh no, big brother's doing this thing and sister's doing that thing. But, you know, nobody's gotten caught in a washing machine yet, or a dryer, but, like, but for Hiromi and George, it's, like, it's the more, like, it's almost like holding, like, a mirror to some of, like, the more Chunibyo, like, otaku fans of, like, Kamen Rider. In my opinion.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, so Hiromi decides to not beat the shit out of George and not, like, clock his jaw. Even though we already have established that George is ripped as shit and would absolutely destroy Hiromi in a fight.
Especially, like, considering that he's kind of wrecked Hiromi's
Especially considering that Hiromi's, like, wrecked. Yeah. But, like, also, George is ripped as fuck. He's shredded. He is shredded.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Akaishi's like, hey, everybody go to Ararat. Hey,
hey,
Daiji.
Most people aren't turning themselves over to the right side. They're on the wrong side of history, you know? Go convince them.
Yeah, go convince them to come to my ghetto. Let's have a real crystal knocked.
Oh my god. And then he just sends...
Look.
Yeah?
It's always Nazis.
Yeah.
It always has been.
It always has. Right as about to be executed. But fucking... Yeah, he sends Daiji to, like, fucking, like, with a whole bunch of fucking, Phase 1 dudes.
Of Geef Juniors, yeah. I don't think Geef Juniors are actually Phase 1s. What? Phase 1s are when they summon them from...
actually stamps, right?
Yeah, when they summon them from a stamp from themselves.
Yeah.
The Juniors are just, like, I don't know, fuck Phase 0s? Like...
Just .5s?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. But anyway, luckily, Hana is there to stop Daiji, and Tamaki, who still hasn't been given a new belt. Like,
yeah, hey, but he got fingerless gloves with W's on them. That's considered a win, because
yeah, it's considered a W.
W is a win, yes.
Yeah,
right.
But like,
because if you think about it, Masumi had to custom order those gloves, right?
I just want to say, right? So, again, going back to like characters that aren't the Igarashi siblings, I also really like. I like fucking Hana and Tamaki and their whole redemption arc and their whole arc of like being like trying to not only redeem themselves but accepting that like, look, we got kind of culted. We kind of slipped into a cult. We kind of some bad stuff happened.
I mean, one of us was groomed since childhood. The other one was invited into a cult.
Yeah, another one of us was a vulnerable like high school kid with no friends that got bullied.
Yeah. And then like, looking for family or friends, and then
prime. I mean, we were both prime like cult victims, like cult targets, but like.
We got out, so...
but she's like, hey, we gotta fucking take responsibility for the shit that we did while we were in that cult, and we're gonna fucking stop this shit. Hana is becoming, oh god, I didn't get to talk about it last episode because I wasn't here, but fucking Hana's face when she just goes, I'm gonna fuck anything up that Gifu's touched. Yo, this girl kicks ass. I know that we have differing opinions on the suit design, but Hana is here to fucking fight and throw hands. She does not give a fuck anymore. Like, she is here to fucking be violent. Anyway, she is not ready to fucking throw hands with Daiji, because Daiji fucking shows up and is like, I have an actual upgrade for him. You're just a first level. Yeah. And Tamaki has not been given a new belt, even though he had a fucking stamp and he had a belt.
And they still haven't done anything about that stamp.
And they still haven't decided to give him a new one, even though they've made an entirely new upgrade form for Revice. But yeah, anyway, have fun, Tamaki, trying to help defend it. Oh wait, we don't have to think about it because Daiji just shows up and throws Tamaki on the ground and continues to fight, and then throws more Gifu Juniors.
By beating up an old man. That's to let everyone know how strong and powerful he is.
Yeah.
He showed that old old
How many times
do
I have to teach you, old man? Let the people become slaves like I want them to.
Oh god, yeah.
Right?
That was a scene. And then,
that would show everyone fear how powerful by beating up this old man, right?
Yeah.
Then he tells them like, hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
anyway, now you listen to me, right? Anyway, no, they won't. Everybody hates him.
You want to join the cool cult?
Threatening them with like fucking like little.
Oh no, it's great. I was expecting more people to throw trash at him, if anything, right?
I like how someone found a can.
Honestly,
I don't know where that can came from.
Also, he had real good aim. He really.
Oh, he got him right in the forehead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, that guy knew. That guy knew. Was like, hey, I've been to cults. I'm not going.
I've been to Koshien. I'm a fucking goddamn like. I was a baseball player before I was in the shelter. Get fucked, kid.
Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, standing right there. It's a fucking. That's an open target.
Yeah.
But that was like a salaryman.
Daiji's character, his downfall as a character, right? He's like, oh hey, because his scenario has been like, I'm just doing what I think is right.
Yeah, but if everybody, but he's really like nice guy in it, where it's just like, oh, you're telling me that I'm wrong? Well then, fuck you. If you don't think that I'm right, there's no room for like negotiation or compromise or learning something new about like maybe I'm in the wrong. It's just I'm doing the right thing and I will die trying to do my right thing.
Yeah, he's just like I will drag you kicking and screaming to my version of salvation, my guy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
If it's like, if Ararat is like the resting place for Noah's Ark, we had Noah.
What, you talking about he's like the dove or something?
Is Daiji and Iki, Cain, and Abel?
Oh, you're talking about that. Oh my god. Oh god, that would hurt. Oh god. Oh, no.
Like,
no.
It's so... Hey, there's so many, metaphors and, illusions in this show going on.
Right.
Between, the step stuff
doesn't
and,
hope that the season revolves around demons and hell.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but it's like demons in hell, but it's also like the 50th anniversary season, and it's like they're doing there's so many fucking ideas going on at the same time, and and it's also like family and like, oh wow, a family of Kamen Riders and blah blah blah. But like, I don't know what's happened. Like, oh boy, there's a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, Daiji's just like fully committed to being an asshole at this point. He's not allowed to
booed after getting booed by everyone.
Yeah,
right?
He's not allowed at the family dinners anymore. Yeah. Like, he's not allowed at Thanksgiving anymore.
Yeah. But thankfully, this quick... Boy, so I know how we always like to talk about Kamen Rider fight transition. And how
we're back in the park. Which is right there.
This definitely has to be like one of the worst one I've seen.
Yeah, because he jumps down right at them, and then it's like somehow they go from the sky, fall down into the forest, or whatever.
They're in an underground shelter as well, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's like that thing that you think when you're a kid, where like if you dig down from if you dig far enough under the ground, you can pop up on the other side of like China and Australia or whatever. Like they just knocked him so far fucking up, he just like fucking landed on the other side and everybody followed.
It's just real funny how he just does this transition, right?
Yeah, it's honestly really bad, you know. It's just like the most illogical. Like, I think it is like the most illogical like transition I've seen so far.
Right, like the one it's not even a cut. It's not even like a hard cut. They tried to do like some weird edit.
No, like
where
he's diving down onto like Iki.
Yeah, and then it like Iki's that's what I'm saying. He went through the ground and out through China.
Yeah, it's not great, honestly.
It's what I would compare it to is like. I think that the only Kamen Rider series that's done it, like, in a narratively, like, acceptable way was X-Aid, where, because it was video game-centric,
they would do stage select, right?
Yeah, part of it, they would do stage selection. And so it would just transport them, like, when they started a fight, they would just go... I want to fight in the valley. I want to fight in the factory. I want to do whatever. And so they could just use that to
universe.
It made the weird. It was the most sensible reason for like doing that.
That's cool. Though.
Well, hey, you hold on to that feeling about X-Aid. But the fucking like, I kicked you so hard that I threw you into another fucking like neighborhood shit is just like. Oh, this is like this is the like park. Like, I get that. Like, I have become more aware in the last like 4 or 5 years of my life of like how close the metropolitan area is like to just brush and forest and creeks and shit. But this is like you kicked someone from a warehouse district all the way into like. Rock Creek Park, and I don't know how you did that. Like, that's a huge fucking, like, leap to get there.
Hey, man, that's movie magic right there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's movie magic. Just like the magic of, hey, Hana's here to help. Hana's getting her ass whooped.
Oh, yeah, boy, hey, she tried, you know.
Yeah, she did something.
Yeah, boy, hey. Knocked straight through 2 trees as well.
It was 3, but it was a lot.
3? Was it 3 trees? Oh,
I want to say it was 3. What? I remember it being.
I mean, it was at least 2. You can't really see because there's just a bunch of cluttered CGI tree debris.
Movie magic. That's the movie magic right there.
Yeah, but yeah. Everybody's fighting. It's just a fucking...
Everybody's fighting Daiji, alright?
Yeah, well, that's true. Everybody's fighting Daiji. And the Hell Giftarian that shows up.
Yeah, and randomly shows up. He's like, hey, look, I'm here.
He's like, hey, I'm here to be a problem.
Yeah, I'm just here to be disruptive, man.
Yeah,
and then,
then die.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, listen, magnets, bitch.
Yeah, honestly, how do they work?
Yeah.
But,
but anyway, everyone's told you, hey, look, Daiji, look. Hey, look, don't do this, you know, right?
Yeah, stop being a bad kid. Hey, this is your intervention. Everybody's gonna kick your ass to... Man, if interventions were just people curb stomping the shit out of you to tell you that you're doing something wrong, I would participate in every intervention, whether I knew the person or not. Like, it's just, like... they're so fucking, like, just, like, we're all going to hit Daiji until he fucking learns his lesson.
Well, I mean, Sakura's for it, but Iki has the strange bit where he's just kind of like taking the hits and trying not to fight Daiji.
I mean, because Iki's still like trying to reason with him, right? He's like, look, now you don't have to do this, you know.
Yeah. Hey, put the gun down. Put the gun down.
Jeez, what a way to end the episode too.
Oh my
right?
god, yeah, because after he just gets out of his like fucking rider form, right, and then he just pulls out the fucking gun, right, just
right. I was like, Jesus Christ, and then that's how they end the episode. I was like, what?
I mean, we have proven, and I'll say this again, it's always interesting to me when, like, Kamen Rider series actually have, like, not sci-fi guns. Like, not just, like, a laser gun or something. Like,
yeah,
the cell phone...
Not like some stupid cell phone guns, yeah.
Yeah, like, it's been so long since we've had anything to do with that fucking stupid cell phone gun that we started, and we have basically, even when we were in the shelter and Daiji was, like, yelling at people, the people that were, like, standing against the, like, juniors had, like, real fucking guns. At least, you know, within the concept of fucking, like, you know, acting and stuff. But they had not, like, sci-fi laser guns, whatever. We have consistently seen real guns be used in this show multiple times.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Daiji came, like, strapped, even if he loses the fight with a gun, is like... I mean, Jesus Christ, like... How hard are you gonna go on this? Like...
Yeah, especially considering the fact that you see Iki and Sakura just, like, demorphed, and then you approach
they shouldn't have...
They really shouldn't have.
Listen, as I said, if my intervention involves me curb stomping somebody, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Yeah, well, God, it's a shocking way. I mean, not shocking. Well, shocking so far, and so far as what I've seen in Kamen Rider.
It is like a dramatic way.
It is.
It's right how they ended with him just loading up.
I'm not.
Well, cocking the gun. He
pulls back the hammer and everything.
Right, and that's the thing I was saying. That's why I hear about when they do the previews, right? It's like how the preview just spoils the episode, right?
Yeah, I mean, clearly he doesn't die. Well, yeah, but
hey, no one actually dies from whatever happens.
But
right?
if I've learned anything,
but if they were like do one was weird, and this way they don't show either like Iki or Sakura. I'm like, oh man, what happened? What happened next episode, right?
I mean, there's
been way more impact. Obviously, none of them were gonna die, right?
Yeah.
Right, but it was still like, oh man, just the idea of it, right?
Oh, yeah, right. But they could do a thing where it's Iki got shot, but it's not lethal, but he's still injured, but he decides to fight Daiji. That old, like, you know, that old trope of, like, I fought you, but I was injured, and the only reason that you're doing well is because I'm injured, and then the brother, like, goes, what? No, you were injured, why did you fight me? Blah, 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 blah. Like, that's a trope in and of itself, but
yeah.
All I see is, like, honestly, I'm just glad that Daiji doesn't, like, probably pull the gun on himself, because, like, boy, Daiji's in a bad spot right now. Daiji is in a bad spot right now, and he is just, like, committing to this. Yeah, peace by force.
That's accurate. Oh my god.
Yeah. Alright, hey, that's this week's episode. Yeah, like I said, things are really... It's really crazy how the show all of a sudden turned into the Daiji versus Iki squabble, right? Right, like
Cain versus Abel.
It happened in the beginning, and now it's happening in the end. It's really fucking wild.
And then Kagura's still not back in any way.
I mean, he killed him, so I doubt he's gonna return in any form.
Nah, look. Hey, look, death doesn't stop you from coming back to life, alright? Warrior.
Sure. wait, hold on. I've got the perfect song for this. I know exactly what this is. I know exactly how to frame this.
Okay. Look, some would say this might be a rebirth. You know, of right? A real
It's in and out. It's in and out.
I think you have push to talk on, so your thing is going in and out straight.
Oh my god.
I don't think Tariq knows how Discord actually works.
Oh, you can hear it.
Oh, nope, not like that.
I guess that's how we're ending this one? Right?
Okay, look, a real chimera of
brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? We've got to end this war.
Oh.
We should love one.
Have you read the spoiler? Wow,
I don't like how these lyrics are.
No.
I don't like how these lyrics are for this Pokemon movie.
Boy.
The Pokemon movie lyrics are weird.
Hey, next year might be the Holy Grail War.
Oh, good, yeah.
Alright, that's the end of this episode. Coronavirus is still a thing. Get your shots, wear a mask. Hey, William, King Arthur might come back next season. No, I'm actually fine. I'm being unironically true about that.
Oh my god, okay. No, I'm not doing this anymore.
Kate, thanks, bye.